What's going on, everybody? It's me, TheT-SaneOtaku here, and we're here for some Weiss Schwarz deck techs. So, as you can see here, and by the title of the video, we have Sunder, or I go from Tengen Toppa down to 3, down to 2, down to 1, down to 0. As you all know, I opened up all those boxes of Weiss Schwarz, and so this is just some of the stuff I made from those. Anti-Spirals, as you all know, is completed. I just finished up buying the rest of those cards just a little while ago. I'm not going to have a deck tech for that. That's literally one of those decks that's like Bushiroad made it for us. There's this deck. I have a budget King Kitan kind of ish deck right here. And then I also am working on trying to make it better. I have mono green right here. Mono green's kind of lacking because I didn't get as many of these. Hello, father. So, we can get right into this one. So, start with the level 0s. I'm going over the deck tech for Sunder.
That's fine.
You don't need to take your shoes off, just so you know. Okay, you got it. So, first off, we have 4 copies of our To Save the Woman I Love Simone. He is our main brainstormer of the deck, and he is the only brainstormer of the deck, for the most part. He has, of course, a normal brainstorm, 1 stock, rest, mill the top 4 like always, and then for every card you milled, you check your waiting room for a Team Gurren character, you add it to your hand, and yeah, he just kind of helps you mitigate, like, through cards. He also helps you get combo pieces into your hand. And then his second ability is pretty nice, because it says all of your characters with Team Gurren and that have markers get power plus 500. And this is Sunder, so every card in the deck basically has a marker. We're running 2 copies of Nia. Nia is that good card to go and play when you're on level 0 going for that 1, or if you're on 1 and you're looking for the another copy of like the Boomerang Spiral that's over here somewhere. She's pretty good also to excel you from 0 to 1. Like she's a pretty overall pretty good. There's not much to say. She's just decent. We got 4 copies of the Drill Power Lagann. He is our suicider of the deck. And the other thing that's good about it is that he has a on tap. You give 1 Team Gurren character, power plus X, so plus 500 for every other Team Gurren character. He's just helping you on your levels 2s, your level 1s, and your level 0s, so you can make them bigger. Once you hit level 3, you don't want to keep this guy around, so he's also your target for leveling up. So that's kind of how that goes. We run 1 copy of the what is it? Strong Will Simone? Yeah, Strong Will Simone. And his entire purpose is, he's here to help out the level 0s. I wanted to run 3 copies of the core drill, but it made my level 2s a little clunky, so that's how it went. So, he's just here to make the level 0s better. We run 1 Bunta. Bunta is here to help out making our finisher consistent, so we can keep Bunta here in the back row. We have we're going to get to it eventually, the 2-1, and then you can just set up for your final turn with this. So that's just kind of how it rolls. He also helps you get stock when you need it to finish people off. Aside from that, it's pretty good. And then, of course, because we're Sunder, we need 4 copies of Lagann Impact. This card is the best turn 1 play of the deck. When you're going for mulligan, you want to get this card in your hand because you can turn 1, deal 3. Or if you're going second, you can suicide into their big dude right off the bat. So, this is level 0s. It's not the best level 0 train out there, but it's actually not that bad. It gets you to level 1 pretty consistently. I see how it is. Then we go on to the weakest level of this deck. We have level 1 here.
Is this working?
No.
Where am I gonna put the monster then?
Upstairs.
I don't trust that.
I'll get you something soon. Okay. So we only run 8 level 1s in the deck. We run 4 copies of Gurren Lagann. This is the Sunder target, and he has an on-placement, grab something, put underneath him as a marker. The something is To Save the Woman I Love, or Lagann Impact. He's just a big beat stick. This card is your engine for the deck, momentarily, for the most part. So, he's supposed to help you get cards back into your hand and keep on pumping out targets on level 1. Overall, he's a 4-5 during your opponent's turn, so it makes him really weak, and he just gets run over by everything else. But the turn that you do play him, he can become a 7/5, which actually runs over a lot of things. So you kind of have to work with what you can do. So overall, pretty mediocre level 1s. But they're here just to help you get to level 2. Because at level 2 is where this deck really shines. This probably is one of the strongest level 2 games in, like...
Weiss.
Maybe in Weiss. Like, this is it's a really strong level 2. It's not as strong as Anti-Spirals, but we have the biggest beater in the whole deck. This is our Art Gurren Lagann. He does have a negative thing, but he is a 10,000 base, and he puts a marker underneath him. Normally a 10,000 base is, like, not very impressive, but with this card right here, and with the level 0, this and the level 0 make it to where it's super consistent to be a 12,000, and 12,000, 3 of these in the front row at 12,000 is really hard to climb over. So that's where a lot of your survivability comes into play. So that's where these come in. So this is the MVP right here. This is what keeps the deck from breaking too hard and from losing to very aggressive decks like SAO. We run one backup of this. This is to help out against the change matchups and against SAO. It's kind of difficult to go and do a lot with backups in this deck because there's not much room to place them. So this was the best target I could run. There was no other good red backups, so we'll see. So we have right here is the core drill. This is the card I was talking about earlier that I wanted to run as a 3 of, but it made level 2 super clunky. This is to help when you around level 2 is of course when most people have their deck refresh. This card is to help you spam cards into your waiting room. This card and your other Brainstormer just help you turbo through the deck and getting stuff into your waiting room so that when you hit level 3, you have most of your combo there. And then basically all you need is the Lagann Impact and the new level 3, because when you have this card on the field, you're already going to have the level 1 ready. So that's just kind of what you're trying to aim for. And then this is the other card that makes your level 2 game really powerful. This is the Piercing Sentiments, Simone and And not only is it a 4,000, which to be honest is not that bad of a power stat for a assister, it also has the assist that it gives these guys plus 1,500. It gives the Gurrens plus 1,500. Technically gives the level 3s 1,500. It's just really good overall. Thank you. The climax. It says climax combo.
Climax.
It says climax combo a lot on here, but it doesn't actually. It actually isn't a climax combo. It is a. I kill 3 of my dudes. 3 of my dudes. You kill 3 of your dudes, and you add the climax you need for the finisher to your hand. This card is just it's to help make the end game more consistent. So, that's just how we roll. Whoever's ringing my door needs to stop.
Did you invite Williamson?
Yeah, but not until later.
Didn't know him say it's probably Bird. Either that or it's Bob.
I have to pick up Ben.
Oh.
So as much as this is a Sunder deck, right here is this is a alternate win con for the deck. It's not really a win con per se, but I hear from a lot of people that when you're having this game go through, there's not a good finishing power that you can use. Why are you here?
I am Dustin.
Yeah, but why are you here?
He's starting to learn.
Oh, you're starting to learn?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
I told you it was Williamson, Jay.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised. Anyway, so this card is just to go and help you finish off the game if you're unable to get to your finisher right here. Because all you need is this card, and the level 2, and then some of the 2/1s, the big beaters, and you can win the game that way. But if you aren't able, if you are able to go for the finish, then you should probably just go for it because the whole deck's meant for it. So we run 2 copies of the Changer. Aside from the Changer, there's not many other ways to cheese out the combo for less. And so I run it as a 2 of. Also, to be honest, in retrospect, having a 2/5 assister isn't really that bad. He is
I'll help you one.
a heal 1. No, it's a bounce 1. It's bounce 1 from your waiting room to your hand, and then it's an assist to 500, which is actually pretty powerful. There's been many times where I've ripped out the 2-1s, and then I've been able to hit him on level 3 immediately, and I've been able to finish, just not finish, but like have a board that will stay for the rest of the game with him, which is overall pretty strong. Another card. This card is overly overly statted. It's overly statted, and overall, all it's meant for is it's for the combo. It's literally just a on placement heal 1, I believe, right? Yeah, it's literally just a on placement, put a marker underneath him, heal 1, and then just Sunder. So he's actually not that good of a card overall, but he's kind of what you need for the combo, so you have to run him. I run him as a 3-of instead of a 2-of because he is another good card to rip on level 3 if you can work it with Diz. So you can just kind of win off of a base 11,000 2-soul beater. It's not what you can do. And then, of course, all of you know the finisher of the deck. We have our Tengan Toppa Gurren Lagann. I got him both as VRs because I got lucky. So, overall, the finishing power of the deck is not that strong. It's kind of on the fence, mediocre, because the cost is heavy. It's really cool. It's the coolest thing in Weiss, in my opinion, but it just doesn't have finishing power like other decks do, because he has to be the only one on the field, so you can't just, like, spam 3 of these. But it does have potential to finish off games to players who are unexpected of it, and if you're able to get them when they have little climaxes left in the deck, so if they're about to have another deck refresh and they have 3 or less climaxes in the deck, and if they're at level 3, you might be able to get the win. You might be able to get that W, because the amount of pressure that he puts out is immense. Because of the climax being continuous, everything is hitting for a minimum of 2 soul. And if you're hitting direct, it's possibly 4. Maybe get a climax, make it 6. Like, you can get some serious high counted stuff off of this thing. And then overall, climaxes, I don't need to almost explain. It's 4 copies of the Battle with the Moon to activate the level 1 climax combo. And then it's the finishing climax combo. So, I hope you all enjoyed this one. There's going to be some games with this, not today, but it might be later on. We'll see what happens. Yeah. So, in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed this last episode of whatever you were watching. We're just here to go and show you that we have some other stuff. We got a video probably above my hand and a video below my hand.
We got a video right here on his penis. Right there. And if there's not, you edited it wrong.
Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it, and please leave a like, subscribe. Please leave a comment down below and just tell us, if we misplayed, any new things that you want to put down. Like, we're open to ideas.
Yeah, open to different cards to play test. If you want to leave us spicy deck recipes to test out, we don't mind.
So, see you all in the next video, I hope. So, see ya.